Hello everyone and welcome back yet again to another daily update video. My name is CryptoStash and I hope you're all having an amazing week. Currently it is Friday, end of the trading week for the traditional markets. Now let's get right to the charts and firstly cover Bitcoin. As you can see, Bitcoin is right now back into this range that we have right here, the local range, after rejecting from this local resistance. Basically this would be the resistance of this whole range that we have right here. Bitcoin managed to slowly push towards the upside to around 94.5k, which was basically, as you can see, the very important resistance level, and price did actually reject there, and we are right now down around 5%, testing the weekly pivot, and it is very possible that we go down and retest the POC of this level, since we did get accepted back into the range. As you can see, we are right now below the value area high, and the high volume node, the POC, which would be just around 3.5%, as you can see, of a move, which is not much compared to the moves that we've been having recently. But something also to keep in mind, the stock market is right now at a almost all-time high. We did get that all-time high yesterday. We might get a new one today for the S&P 500. The Nasdaq still lagging a bit behind, but it is just a matter of time before it catches up. Now let's go back to Bitcoin. As I said, this was our local range. If we look at things on more of a macro scale, you can see we are right now, if we talk about the macro range, we are basically right in the middle between the high volume node and the value area low right here. So this would be considered, in my opinion, a no trade zone, since we are right now basically not in the high volume node and not at the extreme level right here where we would want to be looking for longs, but we are basically still holding that resistance into support flip, which, as you can see, this box that I have drawn right here, this order block, is signifying that what was previous resistance, you can see those times right here where this was acting as resistance, is right now acting as perfect support for Bitcoin. And this is where also our weekly pivot is sitting. And if we go on the daily time frame, our monthly pivot level is just below this resistance, basically support right now. And if we do touch the monthly pivot into the coming days, basically we might even do that today, since we do have some news coming in around in about 1 hour. We did already have our unemployment news, as you can see right here, and so basically we did not see that much of a movement in Bitcoin. You can see right here, if we look at it on the 15 minute, basically those are our daily pivots. We got rejected from the daily level, and right now we are potentially going to go down again locally. But once we do get the New York open session in around 18 minutes, then we are eventually going to see some more movement in the market. But as of right now, you can see, even with the news, we did not get that much volatility as I was expecting, but we might get that volatility basically at the market opens and after about 1 hour, when the inflation data comes out. Ethereum also approaching a very key resistance into support level, as you can see right here. So it would be very key for price to hold this level. You can see previously it was acting as resistance, and right now it is acting as support. Basically Ethereum is also accepted back into this range that we have right here. So considering this, we might also revisit the POC, which is sitting below 3000, and the value area low, which is sitting at around 2900. Basically that would be from the range high to the range lows around 6 almost 7% of a move, and from the highs that we made right here on Wednesday, you can see that would be 12% of a correction for it, and we are still going to be in this range if we get a bounce from here. So basically if we do something like this and then we start test the range highs again, the probability of a breakout would be much higher. Of course, if we don't see some bigger correction in the stock market, this would be the push that Bitcoin will get for more downside potential. But if the stock market remains high like it is right now, then we are, in my opinion, going to break out of those levels and see higher price targets. Even though the dollar, as you can see right now, is gaining more of a strength. Basically, as you know, if the dollar is getting bullish, this is not good for Bitcoin. I do have some levels right here. We have been trading around this range basically, and this is the high that we don't want to see the dollar break out of. Basically, if the dollar keeps consolidating something like this in a downwards channel, this would of course be good for Bitcoin. But if it starts doing an ascending channel and breaks out of here, of course this would be bad for Bitcoin. But as you know, the dollar, this will take some time to play out if it does, and so is also the other scenario. If we look at some of the open interest for Bitcoin, you can see right now we have considerably no open interest in the market. We have CVD also going down and price is not doing much, as you can see. The liquidations, we do have liquidity sitting below us. As I said yesterday, Bitcoin left this liquidity sitting right here. We did not drop below 89.3k, which as you can see, there was a lot of liquidity sitting below this level. So it is very, very possible that we go down and take this liquidity on market open. Fear and greed index right now potentially is going to go back into that fear zone, sitting at 41 right now. Spot ETFs, let's see here. We did have basically 3 days in a row since the 6th of January, basically since Tuesday. We have been having only outflows of the spot ETF, with BlackRock also selling, Fidelity, basically the two biggest institutions have been selling their spot ETF holdings, which is also not good to see. Long versus shorts ratio, let's see for today. We do have, as you can see, more sellers. Funding rates are negative on most of the major exchanges, as you can see. And as I said, we do have those news in about an hour, which is going to give us some move for Bitcoin. And I think this covers it for today, guys. I hope you liked the video and I'll see you again in the next one. Bye.